Welcome back, my little lambs. Today we're doing a special tips and tricks video. In the last video, user Clay Infield 4850 had some suggestions. The first thing they suggested is salvage is very important, they say, because it's a finite resource. So we want to upgrade our salvage operations as quickly as possible. So we're going to spend all of our merits on that. Then we're going to go and upgrade our mechs and sell a couple of them. They suggested getting rid of everything but your Arctic Cheetahs. So we're going to sell the Kit Fox. We can ignore this warning. We're going to sell the others. Now we're going to turn around and buy 3 more Arctic Cheetahs. And then we're going to configure them with extended range large lasers. They say this is going to be a great setup for the first battle, and one of the great things about this is having all these mechs being the same. The amount of mech XP we'll get for completing the first mission is going to be enough to unlock every single omnipod we need for this mech, and then we're going to be able to start doing some interesting builds starting for the second mission and on. Okay, so this is the setup we got. We'll save these changes, and then we're going to do the exact same thing to the 4 other mechs, and then get into the first mission and test them out.
Set up a perimeter. Watch for hostiles. Aft. Hostile spotted. Engaging. Target eliminated.
Well, that was pretty darn impressive. We tore through those enemies pretty darn quick. There's only one left. I don't think he's going to last long. Well, a couple of our cheetahs have taken some damage, but we've torn through all the other enemies in this first mission so far pretty darn good. So let's see how well we can handle the final battle of Mission 1.
Looks like Valisec's heavy hitters have taken the field. Be cautious.
Those mechs are ancient. We should make quick work of them.
Is one Valisec? Dragoon Intel said Valisec pilots a Battlemaster. Only mech that fits that description is at the edge of the AO.
Hardly any glory in dealing with minions.
New hostile.
Glory will have to wait. Right now, we need to protect our own. That rifleman packs a punch, but its armor's weak. We should focus it down.
Pressing target.
Engaging enemy.
New hostile detected. Rifleman. Target.
Rifleman down. Mech destroyed.
Well, it looks like we've scared the last guy so bad he's trying to flee the zone. We can't go into that red area, but hopefully our teammates can either take him out or flush him back out to where we can get a shot on him.
New hostile detected. Fire starter.
Strike lance.
Well, we took a bit of a beating. I don't know if we'll be able to repair everybody all the way, but so far it looks like Clay is definitely on something. This was a pretty good loadout for Arctic Cheetahs. $420 salvage. Clay, did you actually troll me? Now that we've completed that mission, we're going to unlock all the omnipods and then reconfigure the Arctic Cheetahs with the next loadout that Clay suggested. 6 small extended range lasers and the ECM suit. This will also give us a chance to put in some bonus armor and any other things like heat sinks that we may be able to fit in. Let's see what we can do after we unlock everything. After testing several Omnipod loadouts, this is what I was able to come up with for Clay's suggestion. I've got the 6 lasers, I've got the ECM suit, and then I've got a bunch of extra armor, so hopefully that's going to give us some more survivability against any larger mechs that we come across for the next couple of missions. Now for the barracks, I think what we want to do is save up our XP so that we can start upgrading evasion, because that's going to give us a chance to survive more enemy attacks over the next couple of levels since we're using these low-level mechs. While we're at the first part of the second mission, testing out the new loadout, let's see how well we do against this first set of tanks. We just blew through those pretty darn good. This looks like it's going to be another good loadout, so let's go ahead and zip ahead to some mech battles. There's an urban mech ahead of us. I'm going to let my squad mates focus on that while I take out the attack copters in the sky. Well, they took him out quick.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel.
Ha! Enemy down.
We're at the final battle of the second mission, and so far we've been doing pretty darn good with this new loadout that Clay suggested. I get the feeling this last battle is going to go fairly darn quickly. Their tips so far have been very good. They definitely know how to come up with some good builds.
Roger. Moving to intercept. Cobalt, watch our flank. I have the Vanguard.
Target destroyed.
Lead mech appears to be a modified charger.
Modified?
Target destroyed.
AF. Some kind of melee weapon augmentation.
How primitive. After all these centuries, they really have fallen back into the Dark Ages.
New hostile detected. Charger.
Grab our base. Perimeter secure. No sign of Valisek or the rest of the killers. What is the sitrep on that Union?
It was a diversion. The Union stood.
Okay, so completing that level, we got ourselves an honor level unlocked. We're not going to worry about that adder. As Clay said, we need to focus on our salvage. So all those merits that we got, we're going to be putting into that. But first we want to check the chassis milestones, because we've unlocked a lot of stuff there, and we've got a lot of mech XP from this. So we should be able to do some major upgrading to the Cheetahs, making them even stronger. And hopefully this is going to make us some good stuff in the next level. As you can see, we've got a lot of XP here, so I'm going to unlock all of my favorites. You can put it wherever you like. Now we're going to spend all the merits we've got upgrading salvage operations. Since most of the third mission is stealth and scanning the enemy warehouses, you shouldn't have any problems until you get to the end and you have to defeat several enemy mechs and then get this mini-boss to come out. As you can see, Our Arctic Cheetahs are tearing this thing to pieces, and a lot of people I've seen online are complaining about how much trouble they have fighting the boss. Again, Clay has come up with an amazing build strategy, and this is definitely a good tactic.
Jaguar base, field is cleared.
Confirmed. Secure the prisoners and hold for relief. Assistance will arrive shortly for their extraction. Hopefully, some of them will have intel we can use to our advantage.
After completing that mission, I realized I forgot to check the barracks, and I probably had enough XP before the beginning of the last level to increase our invasion skill. So we're going to take care of that right now. Another thing I realized was I could have been doing research already. Research for anything that increases your laser damage, your duration, or range. Those are going to be one of the things that you want to focus on, since Clay's builds are heavily laser focused. So make sure you start doing this as soon as you get done with the first mission of the game, because you'll have enough components that you can start checking some of this stuff out. Another thing to start looking forward to, which will help, I think, is going to be getting down pretty far structural damage reduction. This is going to help with any mech that you're piloting, but it costs a lot of research points, and it's going to cost a lot of components. We're in mission 4 now, and the battle with this Orion normally will take a bit of time, but it was over pretty darn quick. And the rest of mission 4 went pretty darn smoothly. So again, Clay came up with a really good build for these Arctic Cheetahs, and with some of the upgrades that we've started doing to them, they have definitely turned into a good power mech group.
I have a hit. The data core was storing codes.
Our earlier AO scan pinpointed a gate near your position.
Completing the 4th mission got us another honor level, so we've got a bunch more merits, some more money. We've unlocked another mech if we want to buy it, but first we're going to sit there and go and check out our XP. We've most likely completed some more milestones. Yep, we did. So we're going to claim those, and we've got a shitload of mech XP. So we should be able to use this to do chassis upgrades, and we should be able to get it almost completely upgraded now. Okay, this is it. Final upgrade to salvage operations. We now have it maxed out. We can get up to 600 components at the end of each mission. We can start paying attention to what we upgrade, so we can decide what we need to collect the most. Now, if we want to, we can focus on getting more scientists and upgrading the science lab. For some of the things that I'd like to start trying to upgrade next with lasers and stuff, I think we need to go with getting some more scientists. So we'll start calculating here what we need to get, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so this has been a really fun challenge and a really neat build that Clay came up with. Like they said, we got 4 missions complete and we were able to max out the salvage components. We've got a good start with mechs. Novas are going to be the next thing to want to get, according to Clay. We have to do a couple of more levels before we get there. We're going to save this and we'll revisit the testing later, but these cheetahs almost felt like a cheat, so I think that's what we should call these. Clay's Cheatin' Cheetahs. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time in the Digital Wonderlands.